colors by Battlefield High School Air Force Junior Reserve Officer Training Corps Honor Guard. The colors are being presented by Cadets Daniel Jumas, Dalen Armidi, and Anna Bardorf, all under the command of Cadet Eric Serendrea.
Got an extra pen?
Yes.
Sorry. Thank you. What's your glasses? Thank you.
Try that.
Going up?
Yes.
All right, here we go. Ready, Aaron? Here we go. Time to roll.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the concession stand is open with freshly grilled hamburgers and hot dogs, pizza, cheese, and pepperoni, gourmet cookies, pretzels and hummus, chips and guac, other delicious treats, and ice cold drinks available for purchase. Also tonight, we have a stand with the Smoothie King folks. The two flavors they have available tonight are...
Hi, everyone. Welcome into tonight's broadcast. We are officially live for some Battlefield football. I want to thank everybody for tuning in here in the earlier stages of the stream as we're still handling some things down at the field. But for right now, it's Matt Venezia, in with you in the booth. Aaron Estrelado to my right, controlling the camera duties once more. And we are ready for the home opener for Battlefield football as the Potomac Falls Panthers are here in town. Should be an exciting contest. As you see in front of you, that's the Battlefield sideline. The Bobcats will be rocking black tonight, and opposite of them, the Panthers in white.
Fans stop by the Allison's Army tent for gold.
Tonight's fan theme is gold out. You can look out here to our right in the booth, and the fan section is packed in gold. We actually had some time up at the tailgate with everybody rocking their gold and with some cornhole, throwing the football around, taking pictures. An awesome time. And we got the stream all set, ready to go for you guys here who are not able to attend with us, but we want to thank everybody once again for tuning in and having some fun with us. It's the Bobcats and the Panthers. Potomac Falls coming into this contest 1-0 with a victory 33-0 to Dominion, and your Bobcats upended in the first week of the season to Westfield on the road 51-0. Now the Bobcats had a bye, and now they're back here in really the third week of the regular season, just their second game though. So it'll be interesting now. The Bobcats, 2 weeks out of their last game, have all the adjustments been ready for this moment. We'll find out here in the next 2 or so hours. As our head official there, you see him right around the 50. I'm not sure if we've already done the coin toss or not, but and it looks like we're going to get set to do that now. But here in the earlier stages of the stream, Matt Venezia with you guys. We're going to step away, and you're live here for some Battlefield football on the Battlefield Sports Network.
She wrote this out, and I didn't know if you wanted to do this also on your broadcast. I just did it for us. I'll do it in the second half.
So that's fine to me.
Okay. If
you just add those names there, that would be the only thing I would say.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do these guys separate.
Yeah, okay, sure. Then that's totally good.
Yeah, Does anybody want a pair of glasses?
not mind that at all. Thank you. Back here in the booth for a quick little update is we're going to point out some key players for both sides tonight as we come into this. Let's start with the visiting Potomac Falls Panthers, and there's really, no one else to really say except for Jalen Coker, starting wide receiver. He's a Holy Cross commit, Division I football for him next year, and he has been lethal. He was electric in that first game against Dominion. Battlefield's really going to have him locked down, and I talked with Mitchell Hong and Blaze Jones, the two starting corners for Battlefield, and from what we understood, Mitchell's going to be starting on Coker the entire game, and whether it's man or zone coverage, he's got his work cut out for him the entire night. There's a reason this guy's playing at the Division I level next year, and that really could show a lot about Mitchell and gain his confidence moving forward of how he can handle these first string receivers of the opposite side. So it looks like the coin toss was handled. Couldn't really tell you who is getting what. We'll find out here in a second. But once again, we want to thank you guys.
And your Battlefield Bobcats.
It's our PA announcer Mike up here in the booth making sure everybody knows that we are ready to roll here at Battlefield. Actually have a timer on the board for now taking 5 minutes. Not really sure if we're going to wait that entire 5 minutes. We'll find out. But, nonetheless, we're about ready to go here at Battlefield. It is a packed house here at Battlefield for the season opener at home. Battlefield looking for their first win of the year. As we mentioned, losing 51-0 against Westfield. Obviously, the Bulldogs winning 3 state championships in the last decade. So it was going to be tough regardless. So it looks like Battlefield, whether they won or lost the toss, they're going to be starting with the football here tonight. And from what we hear, it's the Potomac Falls Panthers. They won the toss, elected to defer, so that's why they're kicking the football off today. To start off this contest, everyone's getting riled up. We're excited here in the booth. And it's go time. The whistle's good. And here we go. Week 3 of the season is underway. Matt Binkowski will take it inside the 10, finding his way through. Binkowski breaking a few tackles. He goes to right around the 39, mark him at the 40. Battlefield's Matt Binkowski waiting little time to make his presence known. He's on our star cam. Watch out for him tonight. He's going to be all over the place. So it'll be the Bobcats offense coming out onto the field first. And one thing we have to point out, Eddie Ostrander, the sophomore quarterback for Battlefield, initially last year as a freshman starting quarterback for Osborne Park, started week 1 through 5 interceptions, a rough game for the Battlefield offense. All those adjustments in practice with the bye week. Let's see how it relays onto the field here in week 3 against a pretty stout front line in the Potomac Falls Panthers. Some guys to watch out for Potomac Falls on that DN side. Colin Araki's been great for them this year, but the handoff goes to Binkowski. He plows his way through, and Matt looking like a gain of about near 15 there, and it's going to be a first down for Battlefield after that. So we're going to get the clock going again. We kind of blanked on that one.
Number 21, Alex Jalen Jackson. The play results in a first down, 1st and 10 from the Panthers' 49-yard line.
I'm going to fix our timer there for you guys. First down and 10 for Battlefield. It was a wildcat, and Binkowski gets to the line, maybe gain one more. So the wildcat gains him about a yard. It'll be a second down and 10 coming up for Battlefield.
Number 22, Matt Binkowski. No gain on the play, second down and 10.
And actually, there's no gain on the play for the Bobcats. So it'll be a second down and 10 coming up for, Battlefield. Eddie Ostrander at quarterback, as we mentioned tonight, here on the near side. For the Bobcats, it's a pass, dumping it off in the backfield. That's Sean McCarthy, and he takes a big hit. Sean McCarthy probably only gains a yard there out of it. It's a dump off in the backfield. Third down and 9 on the tackle. It's Colin Araki, and we mentioned he's going to be a problem for the Battlefield O-line as they've made some adjustments. Now in there to start at right tackle, it was Isaiah Duck. Week 1, it's now Logan Finley. Jojo Sarpong in there at left guard, and Brock Carroll there at the left tackle spot. So it'll be a third down And actually 7 coming. 3rd down and 7 coming up for Battlefield. Binkowski in motion prior to the snap. Ostrander with a good pocket, steps in. He's going to throw it over the middle. Picked off. Ostrander, not one of his best decisions, and the interception by the Panthers will kill the Battlefield drive. Alex Bates with the interception, stalling a Battlefield drive at midfield. And the turnover woes continue for Battlefield. That is their 7th interception, or sorry, 7th turnover of the season. And just like that, the Bobcats looked like they had something going for them, and it all gets shut down there. Alex Bates with the interception. So now we get a look at Potomac Falls' offense. Burns over the middle, found his man along the side. The tackle is made for the Bobcats. Davion Moore.
Panther pass reception by number 17.
Davion Moore takes it for Battlefield. And for what it looks like, it should be a 1st down. Actually, it's going to be marked a little bit short. 2nd and 2 coming up for Potomac Falls. Leo Burns 1 for 1 on his first completion of the day. In the backfield with him, he had a running back. Burns over the middle, looking, and it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Jackson for Potomac Falls and the Panthers. That took 2 plays. That took 2 plays. Potomac Falls is off and running. And the catch is made in the end zone by Jalen Jackson as Leo Burns completes it. And Potomac Falls finds Pater here against Battlefield. Davion Moore, a botched PAT attempt. Moore's going to take it himself and get wrapped up. Gotta wonder if that was set or not, but regardless, the extra point attempt is no good.
Score Potomac Falls 6, Battlefield 0.
So Battlefield with a stand there on the extra point. But just like that, Potomac Falls needs all of 2 plays on the turnover, and they have a 6-0 lead here at Battlefield. We'll step away here on the Battlefield Sports Network. Back here in the booth as Davion Moore and the Potomac Falls Panthers special teams unit is out for the kickoff. And we'll go back to that touchdown for just a second. Dominic Taylor, the safety for Battlefield, was in coverage guarding Jalen Jackson, and Jackson was fighting off some contact, and he was able to reel that one in. As the kickoff by Moore is away, look at a bit of a squib. This is going to roll out, and the penalty flag flies out. For the kick going out of play there, the Battlefield offense getting set to go. And, you know, on that series, the problem wasn't the offensive line, as that's obviously been a work in progress these last 2 weeks with the bye. But stepping up nicely was Ostrander as he went through his progressions. He looked at his checkdowns, and obviously there it looked like he tried to force one, and Alex Bates came down with it. You can't do that against pretty good secondary. And you can see out there number 3 for Potomac Falls here on the near sideline. That's Coker. He's just as lethal on the defensive side as he is the offensive. Sean McCarthy gets wrapped down around the neck area, but he gains about 9 yards.
Bobcat carry number 3.
Actually, we should have cleared the yardage distance. It's our fault on that, but it'll be a 2nd down and 1. Sean McCarthy keeping the ball on the ground, and I mean, it was working. Binkowski was getting carries. Sean McCarthy had a few opportunities. You see his run there. But the passing game seems to still be an issue for the Bobcats, at least early on here in this one. We'll see how that changes as we go along through this contest. 2nd down and 1 coming up for Battlefield. It's a draw to McCarthy, making his way to the outside. Sean with a hurdle. Look at Sean. McCarthy finds his way. It's a first down for Battlefield. First down for the Bobcats. This will be in. There actually is a flag. This could be coming back. And it looks like it is. But nonetheless, what a play by Sean. His knee looks to be okay. He was on the injured reserve for week 1. And he's back there in the running back spot. Looks like it'll be a hold. This will be a second down coming up for Battlefield.
Holding on the Bobcats.
It's a 2nd and 2, so bring up a 2nd down and 12. 2nd and 12 coming up here for Battlefield. So Sean McCarthy, penalty or not, showing that the legs are working. The knee is no longer an issue for him, and he's going to be a lethal part of this Battlefield offense.
As a result of the penalty, it'll be 2nd down and 12 for the Bobcats.
Be a long Battlefield 2nd down effort coming, but I still expect Coach Giralmo to keep it on the ground. Not the start, obviously, he was looking for from his sophomore year quarterback. But the ground game has been working, so I would expect him to go back to that. McCarthy's lined up out wide. Sorry, no, that's actually Blaze Jones here on the near side with Coker on him in zone look. Ostrander, right tackle side collapsing. He's got to throw it down. And again, you know, that's something that we got to see what we can work with. Obviously, the offensive line, not a lot of time there to make the play. Eddie there, and that'll be a 3rd down and 12 for Battlefield.
Trey John's got to come out. Trey John's got to come out.
Battlefield making some quick substitutions there. Ryan Schumann checking off the field. Blaze Jones line up out wide. The Bobcats have 2 to the left and 2 to the right. A 2-slot look. Binkowski's in the slot on the near side. Ostrander thinking, looking. That was batted down at the line. It'll be a 3 and out for Battlefield. And that'll send out the punt unit. So nothing looking good there for the Bobcats. And it'll be a 4th down and 12 coming up. So Battlefield's offensive drive once again had its chances, but they just stalled. Nearly getting through to block that one were the Panthers. This one will take a few hops. Coker will let the Bobcats get to it. And we gotta work on the time, getting the clock to where it needs to be. So Potomac Falls will come back out. And a successful 2-play drive for them, resulting in a Jalen Jackson touchdown from Leo Burns. So the Battlefield defense now. Burns. In a draw look, the Battlefield D-line able to crash in there and make the play.
Panther carry number 22, Rico Brown. Battlefield defense on the spot.
Rico Brown on the carry there. It's a loss of a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down and 11 for Potomac Falls. So Battlefield obviously giving up 51 points in week 1 on defense. One of them was a pick 6, so you can take a score off of that. But they've definitely made their adjustments as well. Burns fakes the draw give. Fakes it to his right. Pocket collapsing. Battlefield doing a good job on the pressure. On the run. A one-handed catch. Did he keep his feet in? No, he did not. And that's Jalen Coker, guys, with that beautiful one-handed snag. But just couldn't quite keep the feet in play. So it'll be a 3rd down and 11 coming up. A big stop needed here for Battlefield. The offense is still trying to find its mojo. They're yet to score this season. And they had an opportunity on their first 2 drives. So we're looking forward to seeing something here from them. 3rd down and 11 from the Potomac Falls 38-yard line.
Hey, what's up? Yes, I have. Yes. You need to write something down for me?
There's 3 to the right and 1 to the left for Leo Burns.
Just stay right here.
Burns again being chased. Binkowski on him! The ball comes loose. A Panther tackle able to get on it. Leo Burns was rocked. And they're going to rule it an incomplete pass. But Matt Binkowski got off the edge there. He blew right by the right tackle. And it's a 4th down and 11. It'll be a 3-and-out for Potomac Falls. A great defensive stand by this Battlefield defense. And it all started there by number 22, Matt Binkowski. It'll be a 4th down.
The safety literally spent 12 yards and Cooper just
The punt is away. And Battlefield right around the 20-yard line. The offense will come out. We will step away for just a second here on the Battlefield Sports Network.
25. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay. Yes. Good. All right. Wait. That's my cat.
Getting out wide here for Battlefield, Sean.
Bobcat carry number 3, Sean McCarthy. The play results in a 1st down.
Big gain there for Sean McCarthy. We're a little bit all over the place here with our setup right now. We've had a little bit of errors there down in the kind of the bottom portion of your screen showing the Facebook sign. Sorry about that, but looks like we're good here. Another big play for Battlefield. Sean McCarthy making his presence known here in the earlier stages. We're going to fix everything. It's going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Bobcats. Took all of but 2 plays to get Battlefield's offense back to where they wanted to be for the last near 5 quarters of play. Ostrander fakes the give. Actually, no, he does give it to him.
Got 4 on that one, on the right, on the
Bobcat carry number 21,
TJ Haywood takes that for Battlefield. A 4-yard gain sets up a 2nd down and 6. So Battlefield looking to keep it going right now. They're finding their way easily through Potomac Falls here on their 3rd drive of the game. Another chance here up the middle for Battlefield. It's going to be a 3rd down and 1 coming up. Haywood again doing it for the Bobcats. And it's going to be a 3rd and very manageable here for Coach Girolamo and his Bobcats. Now it looks like we're all situated up here. To the Potomac Falls 14. Ostrander calling Williams in motion. Keeping it on the ground to Haywood. He's going to take it to the outside. Nice cutback for TJ. Right about to the goal line. They'll mark him at the 2. A 1st down and goal for the Bobcats. Out of that game, TJ Haywood doing the honors.
The play results in a 1st down. 1st and goal Battlefield at the Panther 4-yard line.
So a 1st down and goal for the Bobcats. Once again, go to Haywood. He's looking for the corner. Touchdown, Battlefield. TJ Haywood on the outside for a 2-yard gain. The Bobcats have at least tied it, and they'll have an opportunity with the PAT to grab their first lead of the season. It's TJ Haywood on a 2-yard run. Great play call by Coach Girolamo, understanding that the run game has been successful for the Bobcats here in the earlier stages of the contest. As you see, the extra point off the crossbar. So both teams unsuccessful on their point afters. So this thing remains 6 apiece.
Attention Bobcat fans, as we honor those who have been affected by the time of the pediatric cancer.
We will step away for a second. Your Bobcats have tied it up here at 6 on the Battlefield Sports Network.
Brody Carroll, Ashley Baylor, Dominic Ortega, and Evie Cranston. Bobcat fans, let's give them a round of applause for beating their fight with cancer.
Excuse me, sir.
Back here in the booth, the Bobcats have tied it. TJ Haywood with a 2-yard score. And the Bobcats are getting set to punt this one away. Or sorry, kick this one off. And back to return are the Panthers. Nice move to get around, and it'll go to the 27-yard line. Rico Brown on the carry. And the Panther offense will come out. We'll catch the clock up with the scoreboard here at the stadium. But once again, Matt Venezia on the air with you guys. We appreciate everybody tuning in. 22 viewers right now. Battlefield has tied Potomac Falls here 6-6 with 5:04 to go in the quarter. So Leo Burns and Potomac Falls offense will come back out. He's got a tight end playing right behind the left tackle. But other than that, no one in the backfield. But they do a jet sweep, and getting it again is Rico Brown. He's wrapped up. Matt Binkowski on the stoppage. He continues his aggressive game. And fans, something new we're adding here at Battlefield. We're going to be doing the Subway offensive and defensive players of the game. And yours truly up here in the booth, we get to pick who those two gentlemen will be. We'll go down to the field, let them hold a picture with the Battlefield Subway jersey. And once we get a flick of them holding that, it's really for the player of the game. That's going to be hung up in the local Subway here in Dominion Valley and Haymarket. So that'll be pretty cool to see which guys will come away each week with that. So as this game goes on, type in all the names you think of the guys that are having outstanding games. Right now, if we had to make a pick, TJ Haywood on offense with the score, and Matt Binkowski's been all over the place on defense. Leo Burns on the run, picked! Did he keep his feet in? It is Blaze Jones with the interception. A flag comes out. From what we hear up here, it's on Potomac Falls, but Blaze Jones has picked off Leo Burns, and the Bobcats are set to go the other way. And they finally do. That's just their second turnover force this season. But Blaze Jones, aware of it there, and he makes an outstanding play. We'll wait and see how this is getting sorted out. The call has not been made yet, but we think this will benefit Battlefield and keep the ball after the interception. Ostrander now is just heading out there as you see him crossing the 45. It looks like the Bobcats will be good there on the turnover, and their offense is set for business. And it's going to be yards after for Potomac Falls. Now look at this. The Bobcats are going to be set up at the Potomac Falls 23-yard line. So Battlefield getting set here. It'll be a 1st down and 10. Binkowski in motion. It's to him. Matt finding his way through the middle. Still on his feet. Binkowski will not go down. He's inside the 10. It'll be a 1st down and goal for your Battlefield Bobcats.
Bobcat carrier number 22, Matt Binkowski.
Not really sure why the clock here is stopped. Unless there's an injured guy, nobody's hurt. Now the clock's going. The give is up the middle. McCarthy plowing his way through. He's close. They're going to say he's short.
Bobcat carrier number 3, Sean McCarthy.
Great carry by Sean McCarthy will set up a 2nd down and about 2 from the goal line here. And the Bobcats knocking on the door once again. Eddie Ostrander with McCarthy and him. It's a draw to McCarthy. Touchdown, Battlefield. Sean McCarthy with 2 consecutive carries. Welcome back, Sean. And welcome back the Battlefield offense. 2 quick scores here after the rough first go on the interception. The run game has been established for Battlefield. Sean McCarthy on the board. And we'll see if someone can knock down a point after. It's up. It's good. But Battlefield had a late man running to the line. So we could be seeing a re-kick from further back. I mean, in a game where 2-point afters have been rejected, you would think that Potomac Falls wants to let Battlefield do it one more time just to test their luck. And I think that's what's going to happen here. So we'll do it again. Battlefield move back just a little bit. But Sean McCarthy with a 2-run touchdown run. And they try it again. That one. Should be good, and it is. We didn't really see the 2 hands go up for our officials. They were just pointing up. That's not really the call we're looking for up here in the booth. But it's good. Battlefield leading it 13-6. A little over 3 minutes to go here in the first. We'll step away here on the Battlefield Sports Network.
Raise as much money as possible in 60 seconds to support the 4 Diamonds Foundation, an organization that fights pediatric cancer. Again, between the first and second quarter, we'd like to have a 60-minute mini-thon. We'll have a countdown up here in the booth. We'll have people throughout the stands that would like to donate. Please get your change ready if you'd like to donate. Thank you.
And the kick is away. Battlefield leading it 13-6 here in the quarter. Wow. It'll be Coker finding his way through. Finally gets stumbled down on the tackle for Battlefield. That play needed to be made, and Dominic Taylor saves the day, or else Jalen Coker would have had himself a kick return touchdown there, but the Bobcats able to bring him down right in front of the 50. They're going to mark him at the 46.
Potomac Falls football, 1st and 10 from the...
So Potomac Falls, after the Battlefield interception, it took 2 plays for them to find the end zone. And we saw Leo Burns and the Panther offense go back out there, an interception to Blaze Jones. Not really sure what we're going to see here, but we do know the Battlefield defense is looking a lot different than that Westfield game, which is a great sign to see up here. Burns fakes it, takes it himself, kind of spins his way there for a gain. Looking a gain of about 6. Actually, call it 5. So now under 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter of play. Battlefield on top 13-6. Leo Burns taking it himself there. Can't expect to see that every time. Burns backs up, lofting it deep. Moore makes the catch. Did he get his feet down? No, he did not. He can't believe it. It's a great play to get to the ball. And, you know, he was able to get by the Bobcats there on defense. The corner in coverage was Lucas Watts. So that'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. And now, after that run by Burns, it's 3rd and medium for Potomac Falls. A big stand needed here for Battlefield. Burns, when he's had to roll, his decision-making has not been great here in the earlier stages. Gotta imagine that Coach Giralmo's gonna send some guys over at him in that linebacking core with Alex Ward and Binkowski as Matt's lined up at the edge. He gets his way through. Matt easily finding his way through. And we got a flag on the play. Potomac Falls getting a little jumpy there. This thing's coming back.
He doesn't get off the ball.
So that's going to move him back 5 yards. It's going to be now 3rd down and long. Mark it 3rd down and 10 for Potomac Falls. And yeah, we're hearing it up here in the booth. Matt is having his time and his way there on the edge. He is getting into the backfield on just about every time he's rushing. So in a position where you're trying to get Burns to run and move, you got to wonder that, you know, he's going to be going towards Burns right now. Let's see what happens. He ran and went at Burns last time. Now Vinkowski will line up on the near sideline. And Matt does go. Matt finding his way through. Burns steps up in. He's got a lot of open field. Leo Burns making Battlefield pay. He kind of weaves his way through. And that's to the Battlefield 25-yard line. Wow, big gain there for Burns. Called a 35-yard gain. And it'll be a 1st down and 10, something the Bobcats can't have happen there. Nonetheless, the Panthers look to be in business after that big run by their quarterback. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up from the 27-yard line. Fans, we want to thank everybody for tuning in here in the booth. I'm Matt Venezia. Aaron Estrelato to my right working the camera. We got Saz Gouda on the sideline getting some shots. He got some shots of the guys coming out of the tunnel. Wait till you see the weekly recap tomorrow. That's going to be a really cool shot. I haven't even seen it yet, and I'm super excited to look at that. So another 1st down here, and another quick whistle. Could be getting a timeout. And it's a Potomac Falls timeout coming. We'll step away as the Panthers will recatch their breath, and we will too.
We're going to have a battlefield marathon to raise money for the Ford Adams Foundation, an organization that fights pediatric cancer. We'll lead the 19 marathon to raise as much money as possible in 60 seconds. Please get your money ready. We have the folks here. Cafes are spreading throughout the stands here. They're going to come through with all their containers for your donations. Thank you very much in advance. How you doing there, lady? Let's go. Yes. Happy to meet you.
Alright, you can go done.
Right, thank you.
Back here in the booth, the Battlefield fan section getting pretty loud tonight here. 1st down and 10, another play in motion. And the Panthers going to run it there. Getting the ball, Will Jenks. Only gained about a few yards there. Not that big of a gain for Potomac Falls as they ran the jet sweep. And Jenks will gain probably just 2.
2nd down and 8 for Potomac Falls.
You know, not sure how long the range for Davion Moore is. But from this spot, it's 37 yards. Sorry, no, it's actually 42, so a little bit longer. You know, if it came down to the spot where they got to go for the 3-point play. Burns in the backfield. He's got Brown to his left. Burns. Go to the corner. And he overthrew his man. The intended target was Will Jenks once again, so it'll be a 3rd down and 8 for the Panthers. Third down and 8 for Potomac Falls. We went out to Potomac Falls last year for some lacrosse, and the Bobcats came away with that one 16-1. We were there for the stream, and Potomac Falls, actually a lot of good buddies of mine attend there. One of my good friends is starting edge rusher for these Panthers. It was good to catch up with him earlier. It'll be a 3rd down and 8. They run the handoff. Battlefield looks to be there. And the guys look like it's going to be a 4th down and 2 coming up, a gain of 6 for the Panthers. But, you know, this Potomac Falls right down the road from my old elementary school, so it was kind of good last year to go down there and check out the old place once again and, you know, to catch up with some of these guys went to elementary school. It looks like the offense is staying out there for Potomac Falls.
Bobcat fans, it's 4th down. Let's hear some noise!
The fans getting riled up, the cheerleaders doing their part. Can the guys in black do it on the field? 4th down and 2 for Potomac Falls. Burns, looks like a slant. He's got Coker. When you need yards, just throw it to your best receiver, and in that case, the play is made by Jalen Coker. It's going to be a 1st down and 10. First down and 10 coming up for Potomac Falls.
1st and 10 on the battlefield 11.
And I guess we're stopping the clock here after, you know, 1st downs. Didn't know it was college rules up here, but I guess that's what we're... Yeah, now it's going, but before they had it stopped, I don't really know why they're so... The Panthers trying to get a playoff as quickly as possible as they're knocking on the door here and they're inside the red zone. It's a draw again. Brown got the carry, finds his way through. He's going to be inside the 10. Did he pick up the first, though? We'll have to find out as we head to the 2nd quarter of play. For the meantime, your Bobcats on top, 13-6. We'll take you to the 2nd quarter here on the Battlefield Sports Network.
Again, fans, could we please have everyone's attention? The Battlefield Mini-Thon is raising money for the Four Diamonds Foundation, an organization that fights pediatric cancer. We are conducting a Mini-Thon minute to raise as much money as possible in 60 seconds. Please get your money ready and put your money in the bucket before the time runs out. It's on the, looks like the 4th. All right, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Seconds. 30 seconds remaining. Seconds.
Tell me to watch Coker.
1 2.
Stop them.
And the play continues here. We were watching the Mini-Thon Miracle Minute as the 2nd quarter of play gets underway. There was a give up the middle, didn't result in much. It'd be a... Actually, they didn't have the 1st down yet, so let's see. Rico Brown takes it. It's going to be a 3rd down and 2. Coming up for Potomac Falls. They're knocking on the door. Big stand once again needed here by the Battlefield defense. Got a score update. The Pioneers and the Vikings getting action underway. Nothing in the 2nd quarter. We'll keep an eye on that one as Battlefield obviously will have to take on both of those guys at some point this season. This snap goes over! And it looks like the Panthers will recover. It'll be 4th and forever, so even though the Bobcats didn't get that, Burns coming up. Or sorry, that was Rico Brown. He's coming up holding his elbow. He took a shot there as he came down for the football. So yes, the Bobcats didn't recover, but at the very least they're giving up 3 points. Or sorry, at the very most they're giving up 3 points here. Who knows how this kickoff or this field goal attempt will go. But a big stand there by Battlefield. It's now a 4th down and 16.
Offense. Bobcat fans, it's 4th down. Let's make some noise!
And the offense for Potomac Falls will stay out there. They've got 16 yards to go. You got to imagine that Battlefield can come away with it right here. Burns fakes the give. Over the middle. Thrown behind him. The pass was thrown behind the intended receiver, Will Jenks, but he was open. I think the Bobcats got a little lucky there, but they will take it. And it'll be a 1st down for the Battlefield offense coming the other way. A huge stand there by the Bobcats, and now Ostrander and Battlefield will come away here on offense.
Can you get Tanner in for Blaze?
As basketball games college in California during the game, it's hard to not simply talk. Yes.
Ostrander and the Bobcats getting set here for their 4th offensive possession of the day. Ostrander, the snap was kind of right at Haywood. He's able to recover and gets wrapped up for a huge loss there for Battlefield. We'll figure out where they're going to mark him, but that was definitely a negative yardage play. And that one, out of the reach for Ostrander. And Haywood was able to recover. It's a loss of 6 on the play. It'll be a 2nd down and 16. So we'll see what Coach Giralmo wants to draw up here. You'll take the 16 in one play, but you don't need to get them all right here. It's a handoff to Sean McCarthy, kind of plowing his way through. He'll be just about short of getting back to where that line of scrimmage mark was from 10 yards out. So it'll be a 3rd down. We'll figure out where. Looking about a gain of 4, maybe 5.
Third down and 12.
Going to be a 3rd down and 12 for Battlefield. Mitchell Hong and Blaze Jones for Battlefield here on the right side. Binkowski now moves into the slot. Ostrander looks like a screen to McCarthy. Sean just gets pushed out of bounds. He's going to be right close to it. A block was missed for Battlefield, but McCarthy able to make it close. But Sean does make the play. It's going to be a 4th and really close. And Coach Giralmo is going to send the punt team out. So they made it close. It's a gain of 8. It's going to be a 4th down and 4.
Okay. All right.
McCarthy went out of bounds. That's why the clock is stopped. This ball will bounce right beyond the 50, so it'll be the Panthers coming from their own 49. We'll reset the clock here. So it'll be a 1st down and 10 for the Panthers coming up. We're going to step away, get our thoughts regrouped here, and give you guys a chance to catch your breath as well. 13-6 Battlefield. Looks like a stalemate unlocking for us right now here on the Battlefield Sports Network.
Can you get Sean or Blaze? Okay. Look at the back. Look at the matchup.
The Panthers running their first play. The handoff is to Brown. He gains 1, maybe 2. It'll be a 2nd down and pretty short coming up.
Ethan Woolder, correction.
2nd down and 8 coming up for Potomac Falls.
2nd down and 8 for Potomac Falls.
2nd down and 8 for the Panthers. The Bobcats looking for a stand right now. Update from around the league. The Pioneers are on the board with a touchdown. It's 7-0 Patriot against Woodbridge right now. 2 pretty tough teams to go up against, and the Bobcats, unfortunately, are going to have to see them sometime this season. Patriot at the end of the year. Burns having to run around. Matt Binkowski wraps him down. The first sack of the night for the Battlefield defense. Matt Binkowski making his presence known. He continues to dominate. Getting off the edge. It's been a rough night for whatever tackles decided to have to go up against him. 3rd down and a mile coming up. 3rd and 18 to be exact. With 7:20 and now counting to go. You got to imagine it'll be a zone look coming up here for Battlefield. Justin Bennett and Dominic Taylor, the safeties, with the duties of making sure nobody gets by them. Blaze Jones here on the near side at the corner spot. Or sorry, that's Mitchell Hong. He's lined up man coverage look on Kokri. It's a screen to Moore. Wrapped up, no problem. Maybe a gain of a yard or two. It'll be a 4th down and 16 coming up for Potomac Falls. A great defensive display there by Battlefield. Obviously, Binkowski sacked the highlight of it. And now the Battlefield offense will have an opportunity. Can they add some insurance to the lead before we get to the half? The Panthers elected to kick at the beginning of the contest, so they'll get the ball to start it. Once we get there, Moore on the punt. A boomer by him. Moore muffed it. Or sorry, Taylor muffed it. He called for the fair catch. That's why the play's dead. And it'll be a 1st down and 10 for Battlefield. Dominic Taylor signaled for a fair catch, and he muffed it, and then once he got it back, the play was blown dead. So now the Battlefield offense will have another opportunity tonight. 2 rushing touchdowns. TJ Haywood and Sean McCarthy back in the first quarter. Eddie Ostrander here and there. The offense is being used with the pass game as McCarthy, about 3 spins there by him. He's able to work his way for a gain of about 6. Be a 2nd down and 4 coming up for Battlefield.
But it's also the 1st down, 1st and 10 Battlefield. For the Bobcat 19.
Just kidding, it's actually the 1st down. We'll take it. We'd rather have that than a 2nd down and short. Ostrander throws it himself. It's going to be a screen out wide to Binkowski. The blocks are there. Matt Binkowski, definitely a 1st down. He breaks his way through right around midfield. Binkowski plows his way through to the other side of the field. He will not go down. Matt still won't go down. Now gets out at the 41-yard line of Potomac Falls. A huge play on the pass game for Eddie Ostrander and Matt Binkowski. A huge gain for Battlefield. Matt Binkowski, can you give a guy Subway offensive and defensive player of the game? He's doing it on both sides. As you see Sean McCarthy gain about 2 yards on that run. 2nd and 8 coming up for Battlefield. The clock continues to run here a little over 5 minutes here in the first half of play. One guy we haven't mentioned much, Ryan Gessner, as we see him here on the near sideline. One of Battlefield's biggest threats at receiver. We'll see if Eddie dials one up his way with Jalen Coker assigned on him. How about that for a matchup? Ostrander backs up. He's got time. Rolling to his right. He's using his legs. Throws it. And he's got nowhere near. The Panthers wanting a grounding. They're not going to get it. So that one's incomplete. And Ostrander and the Bobcat offense will have to work with a 3rd down and 8 out of this. So Battlefield getting set here. It's a 3rd down and 8 coming up for Ostrander in the Battlefield offense. He looks a little bit more comfortable there, and now he's using his legs, something we pointed out in the pregame. We got to see more from him. It's a handoff to Haywood. He's not able to get there. And it's going to be a 4th down for Battlefield. But now they're across midfield. Could Coach Giramo keep him out there? 4th down and 5 coming up for Battlefield. The offense will stay out there. It is a 4th down for the Bobcat offense. He could be trying to jump him off sides here. And now Ostrander looking at Coach G. Not a bad idea. Ostrander will punted himself. We saw that in practice. The quarterback punting there. Can they get there in time? Yes, they can. What a play by the Battlefield Special Teams Corps. Blaze Jones ran down there, and Binkowski piles on top of it. The Panthers are going to come from their own 2-yard line. What a play by Battlefield. And it'll be a 1st down and 10 coming up for Potomac Falls. We will step away here on the Sports Network. 3:45 to go in the first half of play. We haven't seen any scores here in the second quarter. And at least for the time being, we hope to keep it that way with the Panthers having the ball. 13-6 Battlefield here on the Battlefield Sports Network. Looks like the Panthers offense is set to go. Backed up to their own 2-yard line. What do you dial up here? And it looks like we're going to get a timeout. Hard count there, what it looked like from the Panthers. So Potomac Falls will burn their second timeout, 1 remaining here in the half.
Fans of Virginia High School individuals for this game at best time by the Northern Virginia Football Officials Association Incorporated, Larry Kendrick, Commissioner. They are referee Ryan Grant, umpire Gerald McCullough, linesman Robert Walter, line judge Brent Levento, and electric clock operator Shelby Lawrence.
So Potomac Falls set to go out of their timeout. Battlefield showing blitz. And wrapping up there, Matt Binkowski on the tackle. Nowhere to go for Potomac Falls.
And carry number 21, Jalen Jackson.
And it didn't look like a gain of anything. Second down. They're actually going to give him 1 on that. Brown was able to find 1 on the Battlefield defense there. Panthers not looking like they're in any hurry. As Burns making his way over to the huddle. Leo Burns with Brown in the backfield with him. The handoff is to Brown. Nowhere to go there once more. Actually, it was to Jalen Jackson.
Bobcat carry number 21, Jalen Jackson.
Didn't look like anything there either. 3rd down and 9. Coach Geramo still has all 3 of his timeouts. Would be interesting to see should he burn 1 here. If the Bobcats can find a stop here. The clock continues to run for the meantime. And with Potomac Falls backed up here, a punt, obviously if everything goes right, could put Battlefield across the 50. And with a good amount of time and plenty of timeouts to find at least 3 points on that drive. Burns lofting it, looking for Coker. Tipped. A great play by Mitchell Hong. Coker wanted a call. He's not going to get it. The Panthers will have a 3 and out. Jalen Coker defended by Mitchell Hong. Mitchell with a nice tip there, and Coker right away was looking for the flag, and he did not get the call. 4th down and 9 for Potomac Falls. And, you know, good news for Battlefield. Coach Geramo not having to burn a timeout there. So it's 4th down and 9. Punt on the way. It's off. Fielded at the 41-yard line. Don Taylor gets wrapped up. Nice tackle there by the Panthers.
Return number 4.
Neil Ganiala. Sorry, that was Davion Moore on the tackle. And we're going to put it at 1:57 to go here in the half. Battlefield will have a 1st down and 10. Coming from the Potomac Falls 38-yard line. Sorry, 33. So now great field position for Battlefield. You got to wonder, maybe 15 to 20 more yards puts the Bobcats in field goal range. And in a game like this where it's been pretty tight for the most part, those points are huge. Ostrander draws it to McCarthy. He's wrapped up. Colin Araki on the tackle. He was a star we were looking to call out for here in the pregame, and he's out there making plays on the defensive side. Araki wrapping him up, for nowhere to go for McCarthy. Clock continues to run. It'll be a 2nd down and 10 for Battlefield. Ostrander, pocket collapsing, on the run, picked off. Eddie Ostrander struggles continue with the interception. That is his 7th of the season, his 2nd of the night. 1st down and 10. Ostrander could have just thrown it away there. The Bobcats were set up for some great field position, and that one is picked off. An unfortunate play there for Battlefield, and now the defense is really going to need to help out their offense to get a stop here. So Burns and the Potomac Fall offense will come back out. Burns, it's a screen to Moore. He's trying to get to the outside. He maybe just does get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10, only 1 timeout for Potomac Falls. You see them rushing to the line.
Answered by interception by number 17, Davion Moore. No on the play, 2nd down and 10 from Falls.
Burns. It's a give, nowhere to go. Wes Williams on the tackle. Clock continues to run. Does Coach Giralmo burn a timeout here? He decides not to as of right now. 3rd down.
Loss of 1 on the play.
And 11 coming up. 39 seconds and counting here at Battlefield. Burns in the Panther offense. Burns backs up in the shotgun over the middle. No one really there at all. So Battlefield gets the clock to stop. And there is a flag. Could be getting a pass interference. That's maybe why no one was there in the area. Could have been knocked down on the way to the ball.
Holding against the Bobcats.
A Battlefield hold out of that. That's going to be an automatic 1st down. Potomac Falls. We'll try it again. Battlefield not really out of the woods yet. Actually, no, they're going to rule it a 3rd and 2. They're going to just put it at the stop of the foul. So that benefits the Bobcats. Burns, over the middle. Picked off! Come on in, Dominic Taylor. Dominic Taylor with the interception. And because he was down, the Bobcats will have it across the 50. 3 timeouts, 21 seconds to go. We'll get the scoreboard all set up here. Maybe Battlefield can get 3 points out of this. There is time, and they do have enough timeouts. The 2nd interception of the day for Leo Burns, so both quarterbacks kind of struggling with the turnover side of the ball game. Both the run games have had their marks, and especially for Battlefield with 2 rushing touchdowns. So the Battlefield offense looking for something here, and they really had a golden opportunity to find at least 3 last drive, and Ostrander throwing the interception halted that bid. 3 to the right and 2 to the left for Ostrander. Pocket is collapsing. There is a penalty flag on the way. Ostrander, again, that should have been picked off. Alex Bates, right off his hands. Eddie, just the field awareness not right there. That really, I mean, this penalty's what we think. It looks like it's going to be on Battlefield for a hold. So imagine if that's picked off. A lot of green grass in front of Bates. That could have been trouble to close out this 1st half. So the whole move Battlefield back, that really, really could have been something bad. Appreciate everybody tuning in here in the stream to check out your Bobcats on top 13 to 6. The whole moves Battlefield back. Now, I wouldn't expect Coach Drama to risk anything as we saw the pick on the last drive, a near interception there. And I would just take a knee here and just go to the half. Not so pretty of a closing here in the half, and let's see what's going to happen out of this. And now another flag. A Battlefield false starts. Things starting to fall apart right now. This will move him back. And because of the hold, it was 1st and 28. Our marks doesn't even go that high. So now it'll be 1st and 33. Let's see if it'll show. 1st and 33 right now. And it does. All right. So the Battlefield Bobcats are 1st and 33. Cannot imagine that Coach Giralmo puts this thing in the air. But what do I know? He does put in the air another flag.
Flag on the play.
And the initial motion was on Potomac Falls. And maybe a flag there on Potomac Falls, so this is going to move Battlefield up 5 yards, make it a 1st down and 28. Two minutes to go in the half at the Patriot Woodbridge game, still 7-0 Pioneers. That'll be something to look out for as the game continues. We'll keep you guys updated. So I don't know, 13, 11 seconds. If you get a slant over the middle, call timeout. Another flag. McCarthy gets wrapped up. We didn't have the clock going. They're going to stop it at 2 seconds. We'll fix that. A flag here. Gotta imagine this thing's coming back. A really sloppy closing of the half here. The Bobcats, I would say, are kind of lucky to have the 7-point lead, as they have made errors on the offensive side. An illegal shift on Battlefield. This is going to move them back 5, and we'll do the 33 once again. So with 2 seconds, 2 picks already for Ostrander, a near third about a few minutes ago. Do you really risk trying to pick up 33 yards and more, really, to get to the end zone on this play? I can't see why Coach Giralmo would even take that risk. But, you know, there's a reason that we're in the booth and not on the field. So we'll see what happens here. Ostrander in the backfield. He's got Sean McCarthy, and then again, wow, a timeout coming from Battlefield. So really slow last 2 seconds of this half. And the boys on the field will take a timeout. We will take a timeout here on the Battlefield Sports Network.
At the end of the halftime, we'll also have the Battlefield Athletic Boosters Club mascot race. It's going to be the very own Battlefield High School mascot, Bobcat mascot, against Junior the Burrito.
Fans, this is Matt Venezia, host of the Battlefield Sports Network. We just want to tell you, if you're interested in keeping up with all things Battlefield Sports, find us on social media at BHS Sportsnet on Twitter and now on Instagram. We keep it pretty updated throughout the game, so if you want every bit of information going on with Battlefield Athletics, make sure to give us a follow. Subscribe on YouTube as well. That's also at the Battlefield Sports Network. And look out for tomorrow's weekly recap video dropping at 2 o'clock.
Back here for the last 2 seconds of this. It is a run. Sean McCarthy's got blocks ahead of him. And Sean does get dropped down to the last second. And that'll take us to the half. Took about 10 minutes to kill the last 2 minutes of the clock, but we made it. It's halftime here at Battlefield. 13-6 Bobcats. No score there in the second quarter. All our points came back in the first. So we'll get the timer on the board. So we'll step away here on the Battlefield Sports Network.
Fans, now entering the field is the 2019 edition of the Battlefield High School Marching Bobcats. The band is proud to continue their tradition of musical excellence And now, boys and girls, children of all ages, the band invites you to take a musical journey with us back to when you were first amazed by the sights and sounds of the circus.
I'm gonna go down to an interview with a cheerleader real quick.
Musical selections will include Pure Imagination by Anthony Newley, A Million Dreams by Ben Pasek, and original music, source music by Jeff Chambers. Soloists for the performances will be Chris Williams on
I'll be back.
Patrick Ellis on trumpet, and Naomi Wall on piccolo. The band is led onto the field by the drum majors, Esther Kim and Maddie Hulbert. The band is under the direction of Mike Crutcher, assisted by Michelle Rupert. Additional staff for the band includes Connor Haupt, Vince Prinzavelli, Megan Stallings, Diane Rose, Caroline Method, MJ Schreiber, PJ Chimon, Ashley Starkston, Mike Kelly, and Colson Meeks. The band would also like to thank the Battlefield High School faculty and staff, Mr. Ryan Ferreira, principal, the band support organization, and the Prince William County Board of School Directors for their continued support. Oh, somebody's going to be in trouble. All right. Snack bar. Yeah, well, these windows are, these are still all the original windows from this school. So they're 15 years old.
So you say you work at the Navy already?
I was in the Navy for 22 years. When I retired in 97, I was a support contractor for 12 years. And 10 years ago, they made a mistake and hired me. I'm part of the problem, not part of the solution. Yeah, so. No, it's been a lot of fun. We're doing a lot of logistics work and other stuff.
Don't let it go. Catch me with Potomac. Catch me with Potomac.
Oh my gosh.
Along with production.
That's a great one. It was really weird because in August, all right, very good. Well, thank you again.
I think it was good for him to just do go right into that grades, right?
Yeah. And it's
Congrats to football.
okay. The
Indeed.
Right, come on, guys, we have 7 minutes left. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh my God.
They're really looking for football players.
yeah.
They said they're out this week, but all these games are coming up for next year.
Right, yeah.
Two people in the class. I'm headed for recruiting invitation for Florida.
And yes, I should. Believe you're helping Crystal for the decision. Although, the final answer is like, we're going to do what?
Who did you call basketball?
I called basketball both Washington and California.
Okay.
Yeah, so I did some North Carolina and down to Western State. Let's see, 306.
Okay, what part of North Carolina?
Just outside of Charlotte. What is it?
No, it's okay. I'm so upset right now. I know you want to they know we don't want to make it very quick steps so they can do this. They could have used all their stuff, got all their stuff ready, and we would
Yeah, they could.
they could set up everything, we could have answered that. But the fact that they did this, they gave us no time. Because they're thinking. It's just, I mean, it's 13 years.
Press box go.
Our kicker's last name, Hayden Rio, looks like Brew.
Rio. Okay, that's how it's been. All right, thank you.
One of those French names.
All right, thank you very much. What's up?
Not that. It's not soccer we're doing. Your girls perform already, Golden?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. I just went down to
You should hurry.
talk to people. Yes, I'm going away.
Bye.
Bye, Golden.
Looks like the band of events team up here. That's sacrifice. This is Rebecca Bunny. Is that correct? Yeah, because I thought we were the Battlefield High School Marching Bobcats. They're doing pretty quickly. Bands coming up, Battlefield High School Purple Rain Dance Team. This team is led by our fantastic senior leadership team of Brenna Bennett, Rebecca Bunner, Michaela Dull, Maddie Green, and Caitlin Pettenberg. The team is looking forward to dancing for the gold tonight in honor of Alex's Army and Childhood Cancer Research. Please make sure that you join them this Wednesday at Mod Pizza for their team fundraiser. Grab some food to support your Purple Rain Dance Team. The team is proudly coached by Kelly Salmon, Chris Menard, and Melissa Golden. And now for your Purple Rain Dance Team.
Just whenever I can, whenever an open announcement is done. Okay. So, all right, just saying this entire thing. Yes. All right. Are you going to the concession? I can. You need something. Just get a red Gatorade will be great. Thank you.
What do you think, Luna? Are you ready?
Yeah, I know.
Fans of Battlefield Athletic Booster Club would like to thank Moe's Southwest Grill for their participation with Bobcat Athletics. And Moe's has sent a special Bobcat fan of the game tonight. Please direct your attention to the track and give a shout out to Junior the Burrito. Junior is joined by a few students and our very own Bobcat mascot for a race for free burritos. Let's cheer on a few of our Bobcat Den Cubs to try to beat the mascots. In lane 1, we have Ryder Svensson. In lane 2, we have Gianna Schweizer. In lane 3, we have Matt Rehauser. And in lane 4, we have Mark. All right, Bobcats, are you ready? On your mark, get set, go! It's going to be close. Rehauser getting an edge. He's got the lead, passing Mark. Down the sideline, and it's going to be Matt with the win. Fans, once again, we want to remind you that tonight's Battlefield football game is being live streamed on the Battlefield Sports Network. To find where that is and to send the link around to your friends and family not able to attend, that's on YouTube and Battlefield Sports Network. We are live right now. You'll get to hear my great voice on the play-by-play, so tune in and have a great time with us.
Is the game not starting right now?
What?
Is the game not starting yet?
I mean, not yet. They're getting out there now.
I waited in line this whole time.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was
Last name for Mark. Mark.
Yeah, it literally just said Mark. That's I just read what I'm told. What's up, Sauce?
What? That's how it is.
What?
No lighting?
Oh, no. Right now it's dark.
All right, we're back here in the booth as we had a little bit of an intermission and a break. Appreciate all the comments, guys. We're checking them periodically as the Panthers and the Bobcats just stretching it out right here. We appreciate everybody tuning into the stream. Once again, I'm Matt Venezia here. We have Aaron Estrelado to my right doing the video. We had Saz Gouda down at the field getting some sideline shots for the weekly recap video. We got a shot, actually, of the guys coming out of the blow-up Bobcat tunnel. That's something new we've added. That is going to look awesome. I actually went down in the tunnel earlier in the pregame. It is very cool. So look forward to that tomorrow when we drop the recap video at 2 o'clock. You know, the usual time that we're releasing those with interviews and all that kind of stuff. I've gotten on the PA announcement here a little bit, letting the fans actually here attending, let them know, you know, what's going on if they're not aware. So shout out to you guys for keeping us happy up here in the booth. 34 strong right now, tuning in and having a great time. As it's about 40 seconds on the overhead before we're supposed to get this second half of play underway. It's going to be me again on the play-by-play call and entertaining you guys for the next at least 24 minutes of game time. Obviously, there'll be some stoppages in there. But let's kind of recap what we've seen. So Battlefield 2 rushing touchdowns in the first quarter. TJ Haywood and Sean McCarthy both from 2 yards out. Sean, first game of the season for him. He did not play against Westfield as his knee kept him on the IR. He is back in for Battlefield. He's made his presence known. He actually had, if you remember, a hurdle back in the first quarter. It was taken back because of a hold. But, I mean, that knee is not giving him any troubles at all. That's going to be something to watch for here in the second half to keep giving him the ball. Ostrander has struggled a little bit, not as much as the Westfield game. 2 picks for him. He nearly had 3. Leo Burns for the Potomac Falls Panthers on the other side has 2 interceptions tonight. So the Battlefield defense getting the job done, and we'll see what happens here in the second half of play. Fans, we are set to get the second half underway. Can we hear you scream? Had to get the fans riled up there. We should be good to go. And the kickoff is away. Coming in to field that one is Coker. He kind of breaks through some tackles, still won't go down. And it looks like it'll be right around the 28-yard line as Jalen Coker finally goes down. It'll be a first down and 10 coming up for Potomac Falls. And we're set to bring you the third quarter of play. As we'll get the halftime mark off your screen. 13-6 Bobcats. As now it'll now refresh. First and 10, Potomac Falls Panthers coming from their own 28-yard line. So it'll be interesting to see how this will work. We're doing a little multitasking here with the overhead and the stream. I'll do my best. I got to know who's tackling where, when I'm doing the commentary here. Burns gives it. Panther running back Daniel Nemay takes it for a few yards. It'll be a second down coming up for Potomac Falls. So Nemay taking it there himself. We got to catch up the clock here for you guys, and we'll get that going now. Second down, and it'll be a second down and 6. So the Bobcats and the Panthers squaring off here with your Bobcats on top by 7, 13-6. They go back to Nemay. There's a Bobcat slowly getting up. Nemay takes it for a few more yards. Tackle made by Battlefield's Matt Binkowski. It'll be a third down and 4 coming up for Potomac Falls. So a big third down stop needed here for Battlefield. Can they do it? Burns has been all right in the air. The Bobcats have had his number with 2 interceptions thus far. He does have a passing touchdown, though. Pressure coming. Throws it out to the sideline. Big tackle there is made. Run keeps going. And there to make the play for Battlefield. It was Blaze Jones. Passes to Davion Moore. Tackle made by Battlefield's Blaze Jones. It'll be a first down for Potomac Falls. So the Panthers do pick it up there. Didn't really look like it, if we're being completely honest with you, but they do get the call. So the Panthers will keep it going for them as they move the chains on their first opportunity of the quarter. In motion, bobbling it. Burns kind of has to give out there. He dives, doesn't quite get back to the line of scrimmage. And the tackle is made by Battlefield's Isaac Duck. Burns takes it for a loss of 3. Tackle made by Battlefield's Isaac Duck. So it'll be a second down and 13 coming up for Potomac Falls. So now we're back here strictly on the play-by-play. Should be quicker for us to make the right calls out here, but it'll be a second down and 13 for the Panthers. Battlefield showing blitz. It's a screen out wide, and the catch is made. And then again, not really getting back to that 10 mark, Jalen Jackson with the reception. And I think he only gained about 2 yards. It'll be a third down and 11 for the Panthers. Battlefield really needing a big stand here.
Third down 10 for the Panthers on the Potomac Falls 43.
We're going to give you a quick update here at halftime. The Pioneers and the Vikings have reached that point. It's 14-7 Patriot. We're just keeping you guys updated with everything going around here. It's actually going to be third down and 9, so they actually did get across that initial 10-yard mark. Burns out to his left on the run, heaving it deep. Looking, coming back to the ball. The play is made. The tackle is made by Blaze Jones, and a huge gain in the air there by Burns to Jalen Jackson. And Burns is hurt. He took a shot on that play. Leo Burns slowly to his feet. He's kind of been shaken up all game. But more importantly for Potomac Falls, Jalen Jackson puts it inside the Battlefield 15, put it to the 14. And we're actually out of the clock here.
Timeout on the field.
So Leo Burns kind of slow to his feet. He is on the sideline. And the backup quarterback is coming in, and that's Matthew Graham. So he's in for the time being. Burns has really been taking shot after shot tonight. And you just hate to see that. So let's see what Graham can do here off the bench for the Panthers. First and 10, Potomac Falls, in motion. It's a give to Neme. He plows his way. It'll be a first down and goal at least. Looked like he got to about the 1 yard line. And the Panthers are in business right now.
Panther carry by Daniel Neme. Okay, results in a first down, first and goal.
Potomac Falls a yard away from getting this thing all tied up.
3 yard line, actually 2 yard line. Sorry.
We appreciate everybody tuning in. And we appreciate everybody here at the game tuning in, fans who aren't able to attend. Just means a lot to us here as we're trying to bring it to you guys. The handoff is to Neme. Will he get in? Yes, he will. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown, Potomac Falls, number 11, Daniel Neme.
Daniel Neme with the touchdown, and Potomac Falls, after the little bit of a drought that they had of the scoreboard, they've come to pull within one, and the extra point by Moore will square this thing up. And Panthers are actually going to keep the offense out there. They're going for 2. So it's a 2-point conversion on the way, coming for Potomac Falls.
Burns is back in.
Leo Burns back at quarterback. How big is this? In motion. Burns takes it himself. Did he get in? No, he did not. So Battlefield with the stand. The 2-point conversion is no good, so this thing remains 13-12.
Hey, Matt, go deep.
The Battlefield Bobcat varsity football team would like to thank these generous sponsors for providing the free meals during this season.
So we're going to step away for just a second as it's now a 1-point lead for Battlefield.
And Chick-fil-A and Subway to the Valley. Thank you, folks.
And we'll come back to you here as we're still in the third quarter of play. 7:53 to go here on the Battlefield Sports Network.
Oh, you didn't. Only 15 of them. I do.
Hello. How are you? Love the yellow.
Thanks.
Hi.
What's up,
I'm gonna try to make it up here without dying. I'm gonna put this in my bag.
There's a chair over there.
Oh no, I'm gonna go up there. Hang out, Sam.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna
Are you
find
boys
out.
planning on getting
You just
anything
wanted to
at the
Yeah.
concession for the rest of the game? You guys, if you go, do you want to take this? And you just go through the side door,
I'll do it.
show this pass, and we get snacks. We get snacks.
You were waiting there for 10 minutes.
If you guys go, you can use this. If you want to get me some too.
Alright.
Keep that in mind.
For what?
So the kickoff is away as we're now resumed action. Battlefield taking it out. And looked like Matt Binkowski getting his way out to about the 34-yard line. And it'll be a first down and 10 coming up for the Bobcats here with their first possession of the half. Do you want to go? But let me know if, let me know if you want to go. So a first down and 10 for the Bobcats after giving up that touchdown. They still have the lead, though, by 1. And a little bit of confusion down there on the field. Coach Giralmo will burn one of his 3 timeouts here in the half. We'll burn one with him. 13-12 Battlefield here on the Battlefield Sports Network.
Yeah, just go along the side. Just go on the side door. Sour Patch Kids would be great. Yeah, thank you. If they say no, tell them I sent you. Okay?
That's good. It actually does.
Oh, can I say something on there? No, I'm a cat. Say something.
Yes, sir.
Fans, as we're celebrating awareness for childhood pediatric cancer, the Battlefield Sports Network and the Battlefield SALT program have partnered up to make a commercial for tonight's game. We aired it earlier this week. That's on the Battlefield Sports Network YouTube channel. You go ahead and look that up. You can see the commercial we made promoting tonight's game.
Back here out of the break. And it's a carry looking for Sean McCarthy. He got out to just about the goal line, or the first down mark. McCarthy with a good job getting up to the first down mark. I think he's still going to be marked short. For inches right now, we're going to roll it second.
Second down.
Well, they're going to roll it second and 1. I was going to say we could do a second and 0. You guys would know what we mean. So a second down and 1 for the Bobcats. It's a Wildcat. Given to Sean McCarthy, he plows his way through. It will be a Battlefield first down. McCarthy doing a great job. He's been tremendous today. So fans, we really want to hear your input on this. I got a pretty good idea of who we want for the offensive and defensive players of the game. But let us know in the comments. McCarthy's got a rushing touchdown. He's been getting the ball a lot. Binkowski's been great on defense with a sack tonight. You know, there's a lot of different guys that have stood out here tonight. So we want to know who your Subway offensive and defensive players of the game. Please let us know in the comments. I want to read them, mention them, their personal statistics as this game continues. Please, please, please let us know. So a run there by McCarthy takes Battlefield now to a second down and 4 coming from the Potomac Falls 45-yard line. Another Wildcat, why not? It's working. McCarthy finds his way there. Tackle made by Will Mish from the Panthers. And looks like he's going to pick it up and move the chains. Another Battlefield first down. So a first down and 10 coming for the Bobcats. Not airing the ball out at all on this drive, and it's working out. As Battlefield's looking for their first score since the first quarter of play. 3 straight Wildcats, why not? McCarthy looking like he's ducking for cover there, crouching down to a new level there, and he gains his way. Looks like about 5 yards on the carry. It'll be a second down and 5 for the Bobcats. He chops the distance needed for the first and half. Clock continues to run, 5.5 and ticking under now to go here in quarter number 3. But fans, we are pretty active for posting on our social medias. I urge you guys to check that out. So McCarthy did the Wildcats. It's the 4th straight one, but now it's Binkowski. Matt kind of holding the ball a little loose there, but he takes it. Looks like he's going to gain about a yard. It'll be a third down and 4 coming up for Binkowski in the Battlefield offense.
Third down and 3 for the Bobcats.
So it's actually going to be a third down and 3. Big opportunity here for Battlefield already on the other side of the field. Austrian remains off the field. It's Binkowski again. Instead of the Wildcat, they fake it to the other side. Binkowski's got at least the first. Matt's got a block. This might be coming back, though. Looks like we're going to get a holder and a legal block in the back. And this is going to be coming back for Battlefield, but a good run nonetheless by Matt Binkowski.
Holding against the Bobcats.
So this will be a 10-yard penalty, moving Battlefield to now a third down and 13 effort. Can't have those penalties when it's a big play in the game and a first down at least picked up.
As a result of the penalty, it'll be third down and 7 for the Bobcats. I'm saying
it's actually not 13. It's only a 5-yard penalty. It doesn't matter. McCarthy will get the first down. And the fans approve of that. Sean McCarthy continues his dominant game on the ground. McCarthy has been a problem for Potomac Falls tonight.
From the Panther 30-yard line.
You know, here's a guy in Sean McCarthy, a 3-year varsity star. Injured to start the season, not the way you want to start your senior year at all. He continues grinding in practice, obviously did make the starting roster for that Westfield game. Coach wanted to play it safe, and it really paid off when the Bobcats needed that spark on offense tonight after putting up 0 against Westfield. And he's provided that power they've needed on the offensive game. The passing attack has not been there for Battlefield at all for the second consecutive game, but the run game has found it. And one thing we've noticed, Trey John Richards not really getting a lot of carries tonight. It's been Binkowski and McCarthy for the most part. So some adjustments by Coach Geraldo on the Battlefield offense.
He's got to get off the line. He's got to get off the line.
So a 2nd down and 7. Binkowski taking it to the outside. With a stiff arm, powering his way through. He won't get there. And Coker's going to get called for a late hit. This will be a 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run by Binkowski and an automatic first down. That was obvious. Jalen Coker, the stud for Potomac Falls, took that one a little too far as he finally wrapped up Binkowski and brought him down right in front of the Battlefield sideline out of bounds. So you just can't do that in a tight game like this where the Bobcats are moving. So that put him around the 25 at 15. So this should be a round of 1st and goal coming up for the Bobcats.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Battlefield from the Panther 13-yard line. Hi, Gina.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
So from the 13, the Bobcats will have a first down. Ostrander is back out there, but I would highly recommend to not throw the football on this play. We'll see what happens. It is first down. You could see it later in the drive, but for right now the run game is working. TJ Haywood in the backfield for Battlefield. They give it to him. Haywood, give him about 3 on the carry.
Bobcat carry number 21.
He gets to the 10. 2nd and 7.
32nd down and 7. Fans, a Apple phone has been turned into the press box. It's a black solder box case.
White 7+.
Yeah. Second down and 7 coming up for Battlefield. Ostrander fakes the throw, got it. Haywood trying to get to the outside, and he didn't look like he got back to the line. Should be a loss of a yard there.
Number 21, TJ Haywood.
Haywood with a rushing touchdown tonight. Was denied of 1 there. So loss of 1. 3rd and 8 coming up for Battlefield.
Yes,
So a loss of 1 ultimately on the play. Now, do we see Ostrander air it out? So waiting to see his first passing touchdown of the season. Ostrander gets set. He's got Haywood to his right. Low snap. Ostrander, no pressure at all over the middle. Coming back to the ball is Bennon, trying to break some tackles. Coker wraps him up, and the Bobcats will send the field goal unit out. Or do they go for it? It'll be a 4th down and 2 for Battlefield. Does Coach keep out the offense? I think he is.
No, go for it, Coach. You got 2. Coach, go for it. Go for it, Coach.
And Coach Geraldo calling for the field goal unit.
Coach.
And up here, the offensive coordinator yelling, go for it. He will not. Coach Geraldo playing it safe. So the Bobcats are going to send Williams out there for the 3-point try. From the mark, it's a 24-yard attempt for Battlefield. The snap is good to Woolley Aver, and it's up and good. Battlefield finally back on the board. The clock should not have been running that entire time.
The score, Battlefield 16, Potomac Falls 12.
So Battlefield adds 3 to the lead. It's now 16-12. And we'll step away here. The Bobcats get back on the board. And it's 16-12 Bobcats here on the Battlefield Sports Network.
Powder box case has been turned into the press box. Again, if you're missing an Apple iPhone 7 Plus black powder box case, please report to the press box.
How about that?
Why did Battlefield get so fat? We gotta say something like gas and
Battlefield High School would like to recognize the members of the Den and thank you for showing up to support the team tonight.
small enough to keep up? You want to like move the ball once it gets to that side?
No, as they kick in, everybody runs. As we're getting set, Williams will kick it off for Battlefield. It's on the way. This one stays in for Coker as he fields it around the 6. Getting away. Coker down the sideline, gets taken out of bounds as he gets to the 35-yard line. And a big gain on the out of the kickoff there for Jalen Coker. It'll be a first down for the Panthers. Coming from around the Potomac Falls 35-yard line. As the offense will come back out there for Potomac Falls. The Pioneers on top, 21-7 against Woodbridge. We'll update you on that now. We want to thank everybody for tuning in to tonight's contest. We'll check out the stream schedule for next week. We're not quite sure where we're going, but we do know next week's football game will be covered by Prince William Sports and Entertaining. I will not be here for that game. Normally I would get the call for that even with the Prince William Sports and Entertainment. That pass is overthrown. It'll be a second down and 10 for Potomac Falls. Normally I'd get that call with him. I am partnered up with Prince William Sports and Entertainment, but I will be out of town actually, so we'll figure out who's doing what. They got guys who are going to get the call for that, but as for coverage at the games, we'll post a stream information for that. They have their stream set up on their website. We'll make sure that everything's all good and squared so you guys will be able to catch up and watch that game. But we'll have games during the week. We're sure there's a volleyball game and a field hockey game we'll come out to. So we'll let you know about that once we get there. There is an injured Pioneer. You can't see him on, or sorry, not Pioneer, Panther on your screen on the opposite 40. So we'll step away as he's getting tended to. 16-12 Battlefield here on the Battlefield Sports Network.
Yo, you want me to go pump something? He's like our offense. Yeah. Isaiah.
Ready? Back here on the stream, it's a second down and 10 for Leo Burns in Potomac Falls. He takes it himself. Nowhere to go. A few Bobcats in there to make the play. As it was Binkowski and J.P. Nevins on the stoppage. It's actually not 58. We'll get the clock fixed. Third down and 10 for the Panthers. Can the Battlefield defense come up large again? The Panthers just their second offensive drive of the half, and they found Pater with 6 to kick off this second half of play. But a third down and 10. Can Battlefield get a large stop here? Burns drops back. Moving around, he's going to come over the middle. He will get the first. And he's finally wrapped up by Battlefield middle linebacker Alex Ward. And it's a first down and 10 for Potomac Falls. Burns getting it done on the ground as the coverage was there for Battlefield. But Burns picked a hole out of the defense there and used his own legs. That will take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Both teams with a touchdown, except the Bobcats found the extra point and the Panthers did not. So the Battlefield lead stretches its, the Bobcats just with a field goal in this quarter. So that's it for us here in the third quarter. We'll step away as the teams refocus and get set for the final quarter of play here at Battlefield. It's at 16-12. We head to the fourth here on the Battlefield Sports Network.
It's the way to see the fast. You tell those uglies to move on. Stay back.
Back here to bring you the fourth quarter of play as the teams have switched sides. Here from the 50, it is a first down and 10 for Potomac Falls. Burns again keeps it himself. Fumble! That ball came loose. The Bobcats are on top of it. It looked like it. Now a flag comes out as Nate Darnell's helmet is off. And it's Battlefield ball. A few flags were thrown. They'll be added to the end of the play. The Bobcats force their third turnover of the game, and they'll get it. Probably not at midfield. It depends on all these penalties. But the Bobcats come away with it. Another turnover, and this defense has shown up today for the Bobcats. Looks like a personal foul there on Battlefield. So this will move the guys 15 back, but they will keep the ball. Darnell's helmet was on the ground, and I promise you he didn't take that off by himself. And I don't imagine anybody in black did as well. Weird, but okay. So this will move the Battlefield Bobcats back a little bit, but they do get the turnover. That's a positive to take away from this. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. 44 viewers right now. The most we had was 58 earlier. We had 63 at Westfield. Can we try and get back to that mark? This game's going to come down to the wire, so spread the word to everybody to tune in if you're not here at Battlefield. So Ostrander back for Battlefield. You got to imagine he keeps it on the ground. Showing an all-out blitz of the Panthers. They give it to McCarthy. Sean spinning his way.
Carry number 3, Sean McCarthy.
Looked like a gain of about 5. Sean McCarthy makes it a second down and 5 for the Bobcats.
Second down and 5 for Battlefield.
So Battlefield keeping the run game to their advantage for the most part right now. This game by any means has not been pretty, but you got to find a way to grind out a win, and if you're doing ground and pound for the last 11, 13 of this thing and counting, so be it. And that's what Coach Giralmo does here. McCarthy lost his footing. And the Panthers there right on top of him. Will Mish to make the tackle. And it'll be a third down and short here for the Bobcats. McCarthy and the Bobcats are 1 yard away from a first. We could definitely see a wildcat look here. We've seen it from Coach Giralmo plenty of times. And I think Coach Giralmo's learning from last game. And can't really tell what happened there. The ball was not snapped back to Ostrander. Now they get moved back. Could be a false start here coming up on the Bobcats. This is going to move them back, make it a third down and 6. And it is a false start.
False start against the Bobcats. Third down and 6 for Battlefield from the Bobcat 36-yard line.
Third down and 6 for the Bobcats from their own 36. And a lot of confusion looking like at the line for the Bobcats right now. And trying to figure out what's going to happen. It looks like we're going to get the snap off. Binkowski in the backfield. He's going to take it himself. Another Wildcat run. That's a gain of about 3. He had no blocks to help him. It'll be a 4th down. The Bobcats off the fumble. Can't do anything. 4th down and 4 coming up for Battlefield. And the punt team will come out for the Bobcats. So the punt is away, on a bounce. Coker will get it. And he's a dangerous man to return, and he's going to come across the 50. And he's dragged on actually around the 46 of Battlefield. So we'll stop our clock right there. We'll catch it up actually with the in-game clock. So the Panthers will get their offense out there. Battlefield looking to hold them. We'll find out what happens here. And we'll take a break here on the Battlefield Sports Network.
Oh, defense is looking good.
Yeah.
Leo Burns and the Panther offense back out there. Burns, pocket collapsing. Down he goes. On the sack for the Bobcats. It looked like Trey John Richards bringing him down. Great play by the Battlefield defensive line to come in on Burns. It's a loss of 4 on the play. It'll be a 2nd down and 14. Great job to get through the line there. Not many sacks tonight on Leo Burns. He's taking a lot of hits, but not that many sacks. And a much needed one there for Battlefield. Second down and 14. Burns fakes the jet sweep give, and he's wrapped up almost by Richards. Still not really getting back. Richards could have had him for a lot more than that, and then Burns is pushed out of bounds. The clock does stop. 8.5 to go in this one. It'll be a 3rd down, maybe gained about a yard on that one. And it looks like a gain of nothing. It'll be a 3rd down and 14 for Potomac Falls. The Bobcats have done a great job tonight of keeping it long distances to go to convert on 3rd down for Potomac Falls. One of the biggest defensive stands of the game that could ultimately shape how this thing turns out. Burns rolling to his right. Looking, fires, coming back to the ball is Moore. He's going to be well short of the 1st. 4th and 8 coming up, a gain of 6 in the air, coming Leo Burns to Davion Moore. There's a Bobcat hurt. Down on the ground for the Bobcats. Looks like it's Blaze Jones. We won't speculate. We'll actually turn the camera away from that. We'll step away as he gets tended to. Big 4th down coming up for Potomac Falls here on the Battlefield Sports Network.
Hey, put Mitch at this bottom corner. Put Mitch at this bottom corner. Take him down. Gotta switch. You got Poke on this side.
So a big 4th down coming up for Potomac Falls. Battlefield with a double coverage look here on Coker as you see McCarthy and Bennett on him. They go the other way off the hands of Moore. It's a turnover on downs for Potomac Falls. Off the hands of Davion Moore, looked like a slant route. And it falls incomplete. The Bobcats force another turnover. It'll be a 1st and 10 for your Battlefield Bobcats moving the other way. 7:49 to go in this one. Can the Bobcats just kill the clock and hang on here?
Yes, 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 yes.
So a 1st down and 10 for Battlefield. In motion, it's the tight end, Wesley Williams. The snap is to Ostrander. Gives it to McCarthy. A big hole for Sean. Spins his way for a gain of about 13. It'll be a first down for Battlefield. And I've got a pretty good idea of who our offensive player of the game's going to be. Sean has been electric tonight on the ground for Battlefield. Move the chains, keep the clock running. That's all Coach Giralmo wants to see out of his guys on the field. And they're doing a good job there. Great first play to get it going. The line is doing a much better job tonight of supporting the running backs and even Ostrander, the quarterback spot, to at least get back to the line of scrimmage when having to. McCarthy breaks a tackle. Back-to-back first down. Sean McCarthy gains 12 on that one. He is dialed in. This could be coming back. It's at the flag is at the line of scrimmage. This looks like it's going to be a hold, and it'll be coming back.
JoJo.
Holding against the Bob.
It'll be the left guard, JoJo Sarpong, on the penalty.
As a result of the play, it'll be first down and
First and 50.
for the Bobcats.
First and
From the
20
battlefield,
coming up for
40
Battlefield.
correction, 43-yard line. Well, what's a challenge?
So a first down and 20 for Battlefield. They give it to McCarthy. He's tackled in the backfield. That's their defensive end, Colin Araki, on the stoppage.
Bobcat carry number 3, Sean McCarthy.
And it'll be a second down. Looked like he maybe just got to the line. No gain on the play. Second and 20. We want to thank everybody for tuning in. It's going to be a tight one down to the wire. Can we get up to 60? Or at least break Westfield's game record? A much better game to watch here. And no one really, people kind of left the stream right around halftime when they realized this thing wasn't going to be made up. But we got a tight one here tonight. Clock continues to run. They give it. Actually, Ostrander holds it. And he gets wrapped up. Colin Araki, back-to-back tackles. That will go for a sack. And Colin Araki with a big stoppage.
Eddie Ostrander.
Ostrander losing a few.
Third down and 20 for the Bobcats.
We'll fix the clock up here. In no rush of the Bobcats, but they got 20 yards to go to make up the ground lost off the holding penalty. As before that, Sean McCarthy was looking to lead a pretty successful drive. It's a jet sweep to Binkowski. Matt closes in on the 47-yard line.
Bobcat carry number 22, Matt Binkowski.
4th and 17 coming up here for Battlefield. And they'll send the punt team out. The guys in black will keep the clock ticking. Potomac Falls will get the ball back, trailing by just 4. And Battlefield's showing the offense out there. From what we've seen, though, it's going to probably be an Ostrander punt. And it does just that. And a nice spot there. That's going to continue to roll now inside the 20. And just watching that one, and a tough jump there for Battlefield. The Panthers will watch it there, and back to receive it with Shane Reed. So with 4:48, we'll get it caught up now. 4:48 to go here in regulation. 16-12 Battlefield. The Panthers will get the ball. The defense has done a lot tonight, but they're going to be asked to do a little bit more.
I don't think I had my mic on that whole time, but I think you can still hear me, but not as clear as now. That's awkward. Anyways, 4:48 to go. The Bobcats on top by 4. The Panthers will have the ball here in a crucial spot. We'll keep it on here. It'll be a first down and 10 for Potomac Falls. Over the middle. That one nowhere near Davion Moore in coverage. Alex Ward and Dominic Taylor. As Taylor with a nice read came in from the safety position to make the play. It'll be a second down and 10 coming up for Potomac Falls. Pot Falls obviously with a week 1 win against Dominion 33-0. So they're coming in with pretty high spirits into this contest. And the Bobcats getting upended by a whopping 51. Trying to hold on for a game they've had to grind for right now. 2nd down and 10 for Battlefield. Or sorry, for Potomac Falls. Pocket collapsing. Still on his feet, running around. Still moving. On the run, a line drive throw. Knocked down by Sean McCarthy. The intended receiver was Jalen Coker or even Davion Moore. But kudos to Leo Burns, running around like a maniac. Avoided a few sacks, extended the play, and he put a pretty good ball on him. And McCarthy stepping up and batting that one down. A great read by Sean. It'll be a 3rd down and 10 for Potomac Falls. And my question is, a lot of time there. You go for 2 passing plays on a 1st and 10 look. The run game's been all right for Potomac Falls, but now you got this 3rd and 10 where you probably got to go for it too. So, kind of questionable coaching there. I would have kind of thought about seeing a run there, but now a timeout coming up too. So, a little bit of confusion, I think, on Potomac Falls end. We'll step away and let them sort things out before we come up on this 3rd and 10 play. 4:23 to go. 16-12 Bobcats here on the Battlefield Sports Network. Back here out of the Potomac Falls timeout. Leo Burns on a 3rd and 10, a quick stoppage. And trying to figure out what just happened there.
He was, they put him off for injury.
Oh, okay. So we'll do it again, a 3rd down and 10. As TJ Haywood checking into the field for the Bobcats. Lucas Watts lined up against Davion Moore. You got to watch that matchup. Moore's gotten the ball a lot. On the other side, it's Coker with Haywood on him. Down he goes. Nice shovel to get it away. Sarpong nearly got the sack. But then right there, Wesley Williams makes the play. 4th down and forever coming up for Potomac Falls. Great job for the Bobcat D-line to get in there and collapse the pocket. Made it really tough for Burns. Somehow he's able to flip the football and get away with it there. It could have been a sack. Still a loss of 3 on the play. But that takes away a sack from Sarpong. He's probably pretty upset about that. Under 4 to go now. The Panthers lining up to punt it here. So they do think they can get the ball back on offense. Moore will punt it. Pretty good punt by him. Fielded right beyond the 45-yard line by Dominic Taylor. Got some blocks. Taylor using his speed. Gets wrapped up at the 38-yard line. So we'll step away. Battlefield offense looking to ice this game here. Can they do it? We'll find out in a second here on the Battlefield Sports Network.
Bobcat football, 1st and 10 from the Panther 38-yard line. You just said that.
When this game ends, I'm going to take that camera and the microphone and go down for the interview and stuff. Can you guys pack this stuff in? We're going to start here. I'll kind of show you what you have to do.
Back here for the Bobcats possession. Ostrander hands it to Trajan Richards. Breaking through. Touchdown, Battlefield. We mentioned they haven't called his number all day, and they do right there, but there is a flag. There are 2 Panthers down on the field. From what we hear, this is just an injury whistle. But now it looks like it could be a hold, and this is coming back. That was about to be one of my best football calls. And a hold will take that touchdown off the board. So it'll be a first down and 20.
No.
Just kidding. No, it's not. First and 13.
As a result of the penalty, it'll be first down and 13 for the Bobcats.
So an opportunity that would not be. First and 13 coming up here for Battlefield. Just do it again. Why not? Trey John, as we mentioned, has not gotten the ball that much, and in his first real opportunity right there, Ostrander gives it his way, and the O-line just collapses. In on the tackle, it's Iraqi once again. Potomac Falls sent about everybody. Timeout. Panthers.
Timeout for Potomac Falls.
So they have one more remaining. We'll see how crucial that'll become. So a gain of nothing. Be a second down and 13. This game a lot closer than we had anticipated. My prediction was 28-7. We got another score update for you here inside the booth. Woodbridge with 2 consecutive scores with a little over a minute to go in the third. 21-20 Pioneers. It'll be interesting to see how that thing folds out. And we got it.
Black operator. It needs to be 312.
And we're going to fix our time here.
I'm sorry? The ref told the coach.
So the clock is now being set to 3:12. 6 more seconds added. So Battlefield's offense will get back out there for a second down and 20 on this play. Once more, Ostrander, who has not really thrown the ball at all here in the second half, as he had 2 picks back in the first. Big hit there. Wow. He got upended pretty heavily there by Potomac Falls. Linebacking core from Joseph Swarm. He was all over there. Another flag, though. And it looks like this is going to be another hold on Battlefield. It's a personal foul. Even worse.
Personal foul against the Bobcats.
So this will march Battlefield even further back. So it'll be waiting to see what distance we're going to get here. Another personal foul. And our official is trying to figure out. And it's actually a timeout on Potomac Falls. That's their final timeout of the game. So we'll step away with them as well. No more timeouts remaining for Potomac Falls. This will be a long, long, long third down conversion for Battlefield.
32, 34.
It looks like
as a result of the penalty,
third down and 34 for the Bobcats.
34 for the Bobcats.
A long way to go on this conversion. So with the Panthers not having any timeouts left, you just want to get tackled inbounds. Take off as much clock as you can, punt it away, and just hope your defense can hold. The offense they scored enough to have the lead. It's really been the defense that has made the impact for Battlefield, forcing 3 turnovers tonight and 2 turnover on downs. Binkowski has no coverage. Ostrander has to throw on the run. Nobody home. And the line couldn't help him out. So it'll be a fourth down and 34 for Battlefield, and that's not what you want there. The clock stops. So that's a win for the Panthers right there. So 2:55 to go. A low snap.
He put his knee down again.
And because his knee went down, the Bobcats will be down there. My goodness, if things haven't fallen apart right now, it is going to be a 1st and 10 for the Panthers from the Battlefield 26-yard line. Everything not going right there. The second half has not been pretty at all for Battlefield. The snap was not great at all. But because Williams put his knee down, he's marked down. So the Panthers are set up shop just outside the red zone. And here we go. This thing just got real. It's a handoff to Brown. Sorry, to Neme. He takes it for about 3. They're going to give him 2. My goodness. Well, at least a field goal won't do it for Potomac Falls. They need at least a touchdown. So the Bobcats have that to work with. 2.5 and ticking to go. No timeouts remaining for Potomac Falls. Battlefield with all 3. The defense has been huge tonight. Much better game than last time out. Quick screen pass out to the right. And getting thrown out of bounds short of the first was Will Jenks. Matt Pinkowski on the tackle. It'll be a 3rd down and...
Will Jenks.
Let's see. We'll find out. It was a loss of a yard, actually, so it'll be 3rd down and 9. Not the easiest of conversions. $2:16 to go. Battlefield is loud right now. And this thing is set up for a dramatic ending here at Battlefield. The Bobcats in the zone look. The corners have the man look. No one there. That pass not a good throw. Coker wanting a foul, but that ball was uncatchable as McCarthy was on him. And it'll be now a 4th down and 9. A huge stop here. This could pretty much melt the game, but who knows with what we've seen tonight. 4th down and 8 for for Potomac Falls.
Bobcat fans, it's a 4th down. Let's make some noise!
The fans getting rowdy here at Battlefield. And we think it comes down to this play right here. 3 receivers to the left. Coker looking for the fade jump ball to the right. Here we go. Pocket collapsing. The ball comes loose. The Panthers recover. It's a turnover on downs, including with the turnover on downs. That is the 6th turnover the Bobcats have forced. And that should just about do it here at Battlefield. So what could have been a dramatic shooting of their own foot, the Bobcats avoid trouble there as the Panthers, the Bobcats were going to punt it. Williams needed because it was a low snap that set him up at the 27. And the Bobcat defense coming up large again. Can the offense just help him out with this one big stand here, really just needing to melt the clock? The Panthers have no timeouts remaining. So we'll see what coach wants to dial up here. Williams in motion. Richards takes it, running down the middle. Trajan Richards cuts back to his left, across the 50. Moving to the 40 is Richards to the 35. He goes out to the 33 and pushed out of bounds. That's going to be a flag, as it looked like Iraqi shoved him out. And now there's some extracurriculars. Both guys getting a little chirping activity going on. A huge gain by Trajan Richards. It'll be a late hit, and Battlefield will be set up what looks to be around the 10 after the 15 yards being added here. So why not add another set of points here? We'll fix our clock up here. So now the penalty coming into play.
On the Panther 19-yard line.
So coming from the 19, it'll be a Battlefield 1st down and 10, 1:52 to go. You gotta imagine this thing stays on the ground. It's a Wildcat to Sean McCarthy. Kind of some mix-up there. He's able to get at least to the line, maybe even a little more. Panthers can't burn any timeouts. And it'll be a second down. And 8 coming from the 17. Clock continues to run. The Panthers can't do anything about it. The Bobcats in no rush at all. Ostrander remains on the bench as it continues to be the wildcat look for the Bobcats. McCarthy up the middle. Sean gets dragged down. Looks like he picks up the first.
Bobcat carry number 3, Sean McCarthy.
And we'll see what they give him. And it will be it'll be a third down and 2. Third and 2 for Battlefield. 40 seconds and counting now. And no rush at all. Right under center. And Ostrander will take his knee. And this should take us to the end of the contest. It'll be a fourth down and about 5.
Please use your ride in the bus. Vehicles will not be
and let's see. Is that going to be it? That should be it. Now flag out on the play. It'll be a personal foul.
If you're waiting for the ride, please have your ride. Dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Bobcats.
Bobcats with a personal foul at the unsportsmanlike. The clock stops. Not a smart play there.
If you're having a ride pick you up, please have your ride pick you up in the bus in front of the school. Vehicles will not be allowed to come up toward the stadium. Thank you.
So the clock stops. Not a good decision there for that unsportsmanlike.
As a result of the penalty, it'll be second down and long for Bobcats.
And now the clock will run. That's going to be the game. The Bobcats win a nail-biter as the clock's going to tick out to the end. And your Bobcats defeat the Panthers 16-12. It was not a gimme at all. But the guys come away. It's better than losing a game like this. That's it from us here in the booth. Matt Venezia, Saz Gouda, and Aaron Estrelato bringing it to you here behind the scenes. That's it from us. We'll see you next week with some of our other games. But from everyone here at the Sports Network, I'm Matt Venezia signing off.